What's up, y'all? As you know, I'm Joe. Welcome to this strength workout. It's going to be a great workout composed of a few circuits, not overwhelming. When you think about strength, a little bit of muscle and a little bit of strength typically goes a long way as we age. But another key tip, let's be real. We all want to look good. The easiest way to look good is have a little bit more muscle. And then when you flex, when you're moving, when you're just feeling good, that'll allow you to be healthy. But again, it's bigger than looks. It's about moving well. It's about being able to control yourself. And then it's also about being strong. There's a lot of different components of strength, but with this one, basically what we mean is strength under load. I want you to have good quality movement while you're actually moving something that weighs a little bit. In this case, we're gonna have a dumbbell. That's all you need. What a lot of people get confused about sometimes is, what kind of dumbbells do I use? So I like to think about it like this. Our strength workouts really have a strength endurance or muscular endurance capacity. What that means is we're basically kind of going to go for at least 8 reps. When you're really just doing pure strength, the reps are usually 5 or less. It's going to be more than that, but not so much. It'll just be these nice, light, easy weights. Let's think about something that's moderate. Something that you've probably heard is, oh, why would I want to do that? That'll make me bulk up. No, you can still utilize moderate weights and not bulk up. Basically, what we're doing is we're utilizing these moderate weights to get you stronger. I promise you, I've worked with some of the top models in the world, top athletes in the world, and I've not just gotten their mind right, but also their body right. And a key component of that is weight. So pick up some moderate weights and then push yourself a little bit. I promise you, you'll have the results that you want. Now that you have a better understanding of how to eat with intent, once you begin to make that a part of your daily lifestyle, you'll start to notice even greater results from these workouts. All right, I would say good luck, but you don't need luck because you're already here. You'll just show up and put in the work. So let's just stay focused. The workout's not long, and we're going to get into it. We'll hit a warm-up. We'll have a couple circuits, and then you'll be done. But you'll be feeling stronger. You'll learn a little bit too. And most importantly, you'll feel fresh for tomorrow because I still need you to be active then as well. All right, so as always, we're going to start with our warm-up. Our warm-up is important just to get the blood flowing, but also, especially when you do a strength workout, you want to warm up the areas that we'll all actually be focusing on. So we're just going to start with a nice, easy jog in place for about 30 seconds. It can be nice and light. It can be a little bit sloppy here. Warm-ups typically for strength workouts aren't really as long. They're just a little bit more focused. So I know a lot of us sit all day, so we just really want to get moving at first. We got 15 more seconds here. This nice light jog in place. It can also be sloppy. You can shake it out. We're just chilling. We're moving. Getting that mind right as well for an awesome workout. 3 more seconds. And then we're going to have shoulder circles. All right. So we're going to hit a little bit of an internal, external rotation. So if you want to start here, you can just give me a few openers for 5 seconds. So here, 5. There we go. 4. And then we're going to go into big shoulder sweeps. 4, 2, and 1. So big circles for it. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we're going to go to our hamstring scoops now. So we're going to take a nice, easy staggered step. We have that left foot back, right foot forward. Focus on this is warming up our hinge pattern. We'll push it back through these hips, and then we'll give a nice big scoop up. So we'll hinge back, okay, and then we'll scoop through. Okay, we're gonna alternate that out for about 30 seconds. Nice push back through these hips. Don't just bend at the waist. There we go. So you should feel that in that hamstring, okay, which is the back of the leg if you ain't know. And big scoop up. Squeezing that glute at the top. And a nice hinge. Go. Good. Keep it up. Let's get one more each side here. Good. All right, now from here, we're gonna give me basically a knee tuck with the alternating arm reach. So we'll hug that knee to the chest, okay? And then we'll reach that other side, take a few steps in between. All right, and we'll alternate that out. Nice hug. Big reach across. Opposite arm, opposite leg. It's kind of called contralateral. It's kind of similar to how humans move, especially when you run. So we'll hug that knee to chest, nice big reach. Keep that breathing controlled. All right. We got about 5 more seconds. There we go. Nice hug, nice reach. Good. All right, now we're gonna warm up kind of that single leg pattern with a straight leg kickback. So we'll have our balance, we'll alternate that out, and then we'll push back through that leg to really focus on our hip extension, okay? So we'll be here, and we'll push back nice and control, coming on up, and alternate sides out. Have that for about 30 seconds as well. I like to take little steps in between because it kind of gets a rhythm. Life is about rhythm. Workouts are about rhythm. Coordination is important, what we call biomotor skill. That's often overlooked. Whoop. That's what I get for talking too much. I almost fell. So I'm going to push back and then keep it going. And one more each side. Ready? Nice kick back. Find your balance first. Okay. And then push back. All right. Okay, so we get into circuit one, and we're gonna need our weights, okay? I'll kind of guide you through. We'll go 2 exercises at a time as I talk you through, and then we'll do them. So the first one, okay, we're just gonna have a press. We're just gonna have standing, both dumbbells. We're gonna hit a nice strong press, all right? 2 ways you could do this. You could use your knees slightly if you need, especially if you're using a moderate to heavier weight, or you're just using a straight up press. Making sure you're not arching that back as you go. Now we'll have a goblet squat, which I'll show you. You'll hold the weight essentially like a goblet, but if that's too light, you can hit the front rack here, and then we'll squat on down. So we're gonna hit that standing press first. We'll grab our weights. We're gonna hit that for 10 reps, okay? So we'll bend these knees, coming on up. We're holding here, all right? Bend a little bit, and then we'll press up. So 1, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, then we're gonna go into that goblet squat. 2 ways you can do this. If the weight is too light, just do it with 1. You can hold here. Otherwise, we'll hit a nice easy goblet. We'll hold here. We'll go down, nice and controlled. 10 reps. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, so then after we hit those goblet squats, we'll then come down and we're gonna have a half kneeling chop. So we'll hold here and then we're gonna chop it up. So we'll be here, nice strong chop. 10, 9. So hitting some core with this too. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We'll rotate through that torso. Bottom half stays strong, okay? And then we'll go to the other side, like here, and we'll chop it up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, now we're gonna stand on up. We're gonna hit this single arm little press with a pivot, all right? So what this is, we'll start opening up, and we'll open up a pivot through this side, and then we'll introduce a knee raise. So it'll look like this. So we'll be here, press up, same side leg, and then opposite knee, okay? Open up, pivot, okay? Pivot again, opposite knee, okay? Open up, same side, it's 5, let's get to 10. Open up, pivot, other side. Here we go. Open up, press. Here we go, back down. Open up, opposite side. 2 more. Open up, press. Here we go. Open up, and opposite side. All right, now we're gonna switch. We'll be here. Open up that pivot. Half of this battle too is keeping your core engaged. You don't need to be bending too much, all right? So we'll open up, and we'll hit that same side. Okay, that's called ipsilateral. We'll open up and we'll hit opposite. So adding in that coordination aspect while we're under load. I've noticed after playing football, just doing strongman lifts aren't really for me because they don't really cross over to life as much. But coordination and still staying strong does. So that's what a lot of these workouts are about. Hitting those core movement pattern while doing it under load with a little flare. So one more, pivot, press. Good. All right, that's 10 each side. All right, now we're gonna keep moving through. After we hit that, we're gonna do something similar. We hit the goblet squat. Now we're gonna have an offset squat. So we're gonna open up. We can still do the same pattern while not doing the same movement all the time. But you wanna hit it from different angles, different positions, which will be super key. So we'll hold it here, and then we'll hit an offset squat. Two ways you could do it. You could just be staggered, if you can. Still keep the hips facing forward, and then you'll go down nice and controlled. So look like this. You'll pivot through it, and then press forward. If that's too much for you, just open up, and just go straight up to down. So we're gonna have 10 each side. Those are the choices. You start forward, pivot, press back, or just stay here. So we'll do 5 each way. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for last 5, if you wanna add in that little extra sauce, by all means, let's do it, okay? 1, otherwise just stay the other way. Whatever works for you, it don't matter, as long as you're putting in that work. 4, good, end up, 5, good. Let's switch sides, ready? All right, we'll go the intermediate way first, which is just having that pivot, going down to up, okay? So here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, here we go. All right, if you got the sauce, add in the sauce. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, after that, now we're gonna go back down. This half kneeling position, which is another key position. So also practices the hinge a little bit. But we're gonna hit halos. So we're gonna stay nice and supple through that T-spine. What I was gonna do, give me nice circles around for 5 reps. 1, here we go, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we'll reverse it. Flip it and reverse it. 1, here we go, 2, staying tall. 3, moving through those shoulders. 4, and 5, good. All right, gonna switch sides now. This leg is up. And let's hit these halos. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Whew. All right, that's circuit 1. Catch your breath, and we're going to the next one. So you got about a 90-second rest here, and then I'm gonna explain to you what circuit 2 is all about. Okay, so for circuit 2, we're gonna continue on with these key movement patterns, okay? Since we're under load, I want you to think about this in a couple ways. 1, you can do this as a full circuit through if you wish, or after you hit 2 exercises, take a little bit of a break to recover. It's totally fine to take a little bit of a break in between exercises or in between these little supersets, especially if you're working on pure strength. A lot of the times you need a little bit of a longer break for the best results when that is your focus. If your focus is just muscular endurance, then you can augment the workout for that. Then it's fine. Do it straight through, but that probably means you already have a base level of strength. So if you're a beginner, it's totally fine. Take breaks. It's cool. So for the first 2 exercises, what we're gonna have a deadlift. So remember when we were hitting that hinge pattern in the warm up with the single leg kickback? And it kind of focuses on that, but we'll have 2 feet. So it'll be nice and easy. We'll push back through these hips. We'll hold the weight in each hand. We'll trace the shins, okay? Nice flat back, and then we'll come up strong. Then in that same position with the dumbbells in each hand, we'll push back through these hips. And we'll have a nice strong row, okay? So let's get that started. We're gonna have 10 reps of each. Could be here, nice bend in these knees, and we'll hit these deadlifts. So we'll be here, nice bend, 10 reps. Push back and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And we'll hit that hinge position. Now let's finish it with 10 rows, okay? Nice strong hinge. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, now for these next 2, we're gonna get into an alternating side lunge, all right? And then we're gonna hit a runner's deadlift. For the alternating side lunge, super simple. We're just lunging left to right, okay, with a nice wide base, and then we'll push forward. The nuance here, though, that I will show you is the way you could have the weights. So, if you have 2 weights, one way you could do it, you could hold them both here. So hit that side lunge, nice big step, and then drive up. Another way is an offset. Makes it a little bit harder. You have the weight here, hold it up here, keep that elbow up. That'll help keep the core engaged. So take that nice big step, okay, and drive up. Or you can just hold one weight, just like this, just similar to the goblet, and alternate it out. So over here, drive up, that's 1. Here, drive up, that's 2. All right, so make your decision and let's get cooking. So I'm gonna hold here, and I'm gonna have the offset hold. So over here, sit down, drive up, and you can switch it out. Offset, sit down, drive up, okay? Set, sit down, drive up. All right, that's 4. We got 6 more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you sit those hips back. 9. Hold it up. Move it on back. And 10. Good. Then we'll go to our runner's deadlift. I'll show you first without the weights. Runner's deadlift is called that because basically it's a deadlift with a staggered stand. I do a lot when I work with runners because it focuses on one leg, hinging back, and then extending through that hip. If you notice when you run, it's super important. Good hip extension as well as flexion, they call it. So we'll have 1 foot forward, we'll hinge back, still hold the weights in each hand, sit back through these hips, and then drive up nice and strong, okay? We're gonna go 8 each side, so let's do it. Start with that left foot forward, right leg back, good hinge pattern, 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we'll switch sides. 8 strong reps. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Keep those eyes on the ground slightly in front of you. You don't want to have your head here, okay? So here. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Okay, so we're gonna keep putting it through. Now we're gonna add in a little bit of a pull pattern. Super important. A lot of people forget to work their back. That's why you got a little shot of shoulder pain, because 1, you get locked up in your back, not just because it's tight, but also oftentimes it's weak. So hit this long lever row. Then we're gonna finish with a nice little strength nuance on a side lunge. I love working side to side. We don't do it enough. So with the long lever row, we'll stay grounded on this opposite side. Long lever, okay? And we're gonna go 10 reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, now we're gonna switch that out. Other side forward, foot forward. Nice strong base. Good long reach. Hand pull. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Come on, y'all. 3. Let's go. 2 and 1. Good. All right. Now, it is alternating side lunge, basically with a pivot to a step. So I only need really one way for this. And what we're gonna have is, I want you to hold it just like this. We're gonna hit this side lunge, then we're gonna pivot it out. So we'll be here, we'll side lunge it, okay, we'll pivot, and then we'll step through strong, okay? So we're gonna hit that, alternate it out, 10 reps. Good side lunge, pivot, step up strong, all right? Side lunge, pivot, step up strong. Side lunge, pivot down controlled, step up strong. Side lunge, pivot down, step up. Come on, drive strong through that leg up tall. Don't let yourself arch back, all right? Keep that core engaged and slightly condensed. So pivot, step through. Side lunge, that pivot, step through. Side lunge, pivot, step through. Last one, side lunge, pivot down control, step through. Whew. Well, that's that. But I want you to understand a few things when we did that. There's a lot of ways you could change that. You could change the weights. You could change rest periods. You could change reps. You could change tempo. You got to think it's not always about variety, but a lot of times it's about nuance. And if we add nuance to those fundamental movement patterns that we think are important, whether it be working in multiple directions, lunge, squat, hinge, press, pull, the possibilities are literally endless. But you have to start somewhere, what you just did. So figure out where you could go from here. Make it your own, make it special to you. That's the only way you can stick with it. I give you the best information in the world, but only turns to knowledge when you make the connections. So you started today and keep that up.